Welcome to our new record. Today we are going to study Unit 5, The Mysterious Cupboard. Let's start with our new vocabulary.
Vocabulary.
Cobwebs. What does it mean? It's a net made by spider, like this picture.
Dangled, to hang or swing freely. Enormous, extremely large. Further, comparative of far. Stuff, used to refer to a group of objects. Cave, a large hole in the side of a hill or under the ground. Palm trees, a straight tree with a mass long leaves at the top. Battered, old, used a lot and not very good condition. Powdery, like powder covered in power. Beneath, below or to a lower position than under. Fracture, being broken or breaking. Vulture, a large African and Asian bird that feeds on dead animals. Puncture, a small hole in a tire by a sharp point. Literature, written works which are of artistic value. Cupboard, a piece of furniture with doors and shelves used for storing clothes. Bucket, an open container with a handle used for carrying liquids, sand. Spade, garden tool with a bored metal blade and a handle used digging. Crawl, to move forward on your hands and knees with your body close to the ground.
Unit 5, page 42.
The Mysterious Cupboard. Tina looked around. The bedroom was a cheerful yellow colour. Some of her furniture was in the room. Her bed was under the window, and her bookshelf was behind the door. In the middle of the floor there was a large pile of boxes. Each box had a big label on it. Tina's Things. "Okay, Tina," said Mum. "We ought to spend this afternoon sorting out your things. We must empty all these boxes." "I didn't realise I had so much stuff," said Tina. "Oh, it will take a long time." "Well, if we open one box at a time, we won't get into a muddle," said Mum. "There's a big cupboard and most of your toys and games will go in there." Tina knelt down and opened the first box. "This is full of books," she said. "That's easy then," said Mum. "They'll all go on the bookshelf, and then we can put the box outside and make more room." Tina began to stack the books on the bookshelf, while Mum opened another box. "There are all sorts of things in here," she said. "I thought I told you to throw out most of this stuff." Tina finished stacking the books. She began to pull things out of the box her mother had opened. There were old battered teddy bears, jigsaws, games, and a bucket and spade. "You don't need any of these things," said Mum. "I know," said Tina, "but I'd like to keep them. Can we just put the box at the back of the cupboard?" "Yes," said Mum. "Good idea." Everything was soon back in the box. and Mum opened the door of the large fitted cupboard. She crawled in. It was very dark inside, and a few cobwebs dangled in her face. The floor felt hard and cold. "Tina, put a chair in front of the cupboard door so that it doesn't swing shut," Mum called out from inside the cupboard. Tina propped open the door with a chair and then began to push the box through the cupboard door. Mum pulled the box from inside, and soon they got it in. "Right," said Mum. "Now I'll just push it to the back of the cupboard." Tina wanted to see what it was like in the cupboard. She crawled in as Mum was pushing the box. She pushed and pushed, but it didn't reach the back of the cupboard. "This cupboard must be enormous," she said. Tina crawled further in. She helped her Mum push the box. "Be careful," Mum warned. "Mum," said Tina, "the floor isn't hard and cold anymore." "I know," replied Mum. "It feels powdery, like sand." Tina and her Mum crawled further and further into the cupboard. There was more and more sand beneath their hands and feet, and it seemed to be getting lighter. "Look," said Tina. "I can see sunlight." Mum and Tina crawled towards the light. "Where are we?" asked Tina. "Well," said Mum, "I think we are in a cave." They soon found that they could stand up, and they began to walk towards the light. The sand was thick and soft under their feet. Tina suddenly ran forward into the sunlight. "It's a beach!" she cried. "And look, there's the sea. It's so blue." Mum followed Tina into the sunlight. They were standing on a beautiful beach, with golden sand and palm trees swaying in the breeze. "How did we get here?" asked Tina softly. "A more important question is, can we get back again?"